Welcome to Focus English with Cece. Hello, my friend. Welcome back to our quiet little space for learning English together. I'm so glad you're here. Today, I want to tell you a story. It's not a big story with loud adventures or fancy places. It's a small, simple story, but one that's full of love. And sometimes, those are the best kind. This is the story of my pet dog, Faye. Maybe you've heard about him before, or maybe this is the first time. Either way, I hope as you listen, you'll not only learn English but also feel something warm in your heart. Are you ready? Let's begin. The first time I met Faye, he was just a tiny ball of fur, brown and white like swirls of caramel and cream. His fur was soft, like a warm blanket in winter. And when he looked at me with those shiny eyes, full of curiosity and joy, I couldn't stop smiling. He ran toward me, wagging his tail, jumping around like he had waited for me forever, and maybe he had. Since that moment, Faye has become more than just a pet. He's my little shadow, my silent friend, my happiness in fur. Have you ever looked into your pet's eyes and felt like they understood you, even without words? Every morning at Grandma's house starts with Faye. As the sun rises, he stretches his little legs and walks straight to the kitchen. You can hear his nails clicking on the floor, and before we say anything, Grandma smiles and says,
"Good morning, Faye."
He gets his favorite breakfast, dry kibbles with a tiny bit of chicken, his special treat. His tail doesn't stop moving while he eats, as if he's dancing with joy. After breakfast, it's time for adventure. Faye runs to the garden. The grass is still wet with morning dew, but he doesn't care. He sniffs every corner like it's all new, chases butterflies like he's chasing dreams, and sometimes barks at birds in the trees, as if he's saying hello. These mornings feel peaceful, beautiful. What do your mornings with your pet look like? Playtime is Faye's favorite part of the day, and mine too. He brings me his yellow ball, eyes shining with excitement. I throw it across the garden, and he chases it like a rocket, always bringing it back, proud and playful. Sometimes he tricks me. He holds the ball but doesn't give it to me right away. He stands there, wagging his tail, waiting for me to chase him. It's a game we both understand. We also play tug of war with a rope. He growls softly, pretending to be fierce, but his eyes are always gentle. When I play with Faye, I feel like a child again. I laugh more. I think less. How about you? How do you feel when you play with your pet? After all that running and playing, Faye gets sleepy. He walks slowly to his favorite spot by the window, where the sunlight warms the floor like a cozy blanket. He curls up into a small, fluffy ball, rests his head on his paws, and closes his eyes. Within minutes, he's fast asleep. Sometimes, his legs twitch or his ears move, like he's dreaming of butterflies or chasing birds in the wind. I sit beside him with a book. The house becomes so quiet. All I hear is his soft breathing, like a lullaby. And in that moment, everything feels calm, complete. Sometimes, we don't need to do anything to feel connected. Just being together is enough. When the sky turns gray and the rain begins to fall, Faye doesn't go outside. He sits by the window, watching the raindrops dance on the glass. His ears move with every sound, thunder, wind, little drops hitting the roof. He looks peaceful, but a little bored. So I sit beside him with a warm blanket and a book. Sometimes I read aloud. He doesn't understand the words, of course, but he listens, like he wants to. I talked to him about silly things, what I ate, what I saw, how I feel. And Faye? He just stays close, like he's saying, I'm here with you. Isn't it beautiful how animals understand us? Even when we don't say anything clearly? Last month, we had a small birthday party for Faye. He turned 4. We made a little cake for dogs, with carrots and chicken, and even gave him a blue party hat with a tiny star on top. At first, he looked surprised, then proud, like he knew it was his day. We sang happy birthday, took funny pictures, and gave him a new toy, a red squeaky bone. He loved it so much he didn't stop squeaking it for an hour. It wasn't a big party, but it was full of love. Faye loves all of us, but his favorite person is Grandma. They are like best friends. Wherever she goes, he follows. Kitchen, garden, even waiting outside the bathroom door, just to be close. Grandma talks to him like he's her little boy.
Did you miss me? Come here, my sweet Faye.
And he listens. He always listens. At night, when Grandma knits or sips her tea, Faye lies quietly at her feet. Sometimes he puts his head on her knee and looks up with those eyes full of love. Grandma says,
He's not just a dog. He's my little shadow.
and I believe her. Their love is silent but strong. Do you have someone, or some pet, who follows you like a shadow? At the end of the day, when the house grows quiet and the sky turns dark, Faye curls up in his little bed next to Grandma's. She pats his head and whispers,
Good night, my sweet Faye.
and as he drifts to sleep, I sit there and feel thankful. Faye is small, but his love? It's big. He teaches us to love gently, to find joy in small things, to be present. Isn't that a beautiful lesson? And we didn't need hard English words to say it, just a soft voice and a kind heart. As I watch Faye sleeping peacefully, I realize there's something else I want to share with you. Not just the story, but the English inside it. Let's take a quiet moment to explore the words and grammar we've just heard together. This little story about Faye used simple words, but they carry real meaning. Words like wag his tail, when a dog moves his tail quickly because he's happy. Faye wags his tail every time he sees Grandma. Chase, to run after something. Faye chases butterflies in the garden like he's chasing dreams. Curl up, when you lie down and tuck yourself into a little ball. Faye curls up in the sun like he's hugging the light. Shadow, something that follows you everywhere. Just like Faye follows Grandma, he's her little shadow. Did you catch those while listening? And the grammar? We used simple present tense to talk about Faye's daily life. Sentences like, he runs to the kitchen. He eats quickly. He barks at birds. This tense helps you describe real habits and everyday routines, like telling someone about your pet or your own mornings. Then we had a little bit of past tense, especially when we talked about Faye's birthday. We made him a cake. He looked surprised. He loved his new toy. The past simple tense is perfect for storytelling, for sharing memories. Remember, always start with what you love. Talk about your cat, your dog, your grandma, your favorite food, your favorite walk. Use small words. Use short sentences, but fill them with your heart. That's how English becomes your own language. Not just a subject in school, but a way to connect with the world. So, now it's your turn. Do you have a pet like Faye? What do they do that makes you smile? Would you like to write a short story in English about your pet? Tell me in the comments. I'd love to hear. And remember, Learning English can begin with the things you love most, like a little dog who makes the world feel warm. Thank you for listening to the story today. I hope you enjoyed the story and practiced some real-life English. I've created a free PDF with new words and sentence patterns from today's story, along with easy examples. It will help you learn more easily and more quickly. Also, just click the link in the description to download your free PDF gift. If you liked it, don't forget to subscribe for more gentle stories. Keep learning, keep smiling. See you next time, my friend.